Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes a man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard,
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And the Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's King. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's in open space downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's King. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Trying play action. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest. Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. Back's going for the goal line.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and
Turning it on! The 50, the 40, running inside the 20, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent, but they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Rutherford. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's King. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They believe they can run right here. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. With the catch, it's Rutherford. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Now rolling to the left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The give to the back, fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give on the option. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give on the inside. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, and I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To throw, it's Klubnik. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed. And
the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes...
There he goes! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Scanning the field, it's King. Back open in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Got it behind the line. It's Lane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The give to the tailback. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A quick pass to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got him. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Clemson jumps to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's King. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got a man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 38 over Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looking for a man. It's King. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the 1st down markers, or you got to be...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to throw, it's King. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.